Darlings, how are you, darlings? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to my new channel. This is going to be a pick a pile reading. Okay, we have two different options for you to choose from. This is going to be whatever the universe wants to tell you, whatever you need to know, what guidance you need. If anything in love wants to come through, we're gonna, obviously cover that. So pretty much it's general, okay? So take it as it resonates. So whichever one stands out to you the most, whichever one you're most connected to, you have two options. So if you're not really connecting with the pom-poms, they each have a matching perfume bottle to go with them. So for pile number one, you have the Witchy Pom Pom, which is Mariah Carey, and with the purple glass perfume bottle to match it. Okay. And for pile number two, we have the Pink Mariah Pom Pom with the Luscious Pink perfume bottle to match with it. So whichever one stands out to you to the most, that would be your message, okay? So we are going to go with pile number one, which is the Witchy Mariah. So we're going to go ahead and remove this so we're not confused about anything. Uh-oh, she tumbled off the stage. All right, let's put her back. All right, so today we are going to be burning some Palo Santo incense, which is from Hem. This is an organic blend style incense, and I love this one. I am obsessed with the fragrance of it. It smells so good. It doesn't give me a headache. It's just the perfect scent. I love channeling using these type of incense. It's just something about the fragrance just takes me away, relaxes me, makes me feel great. So that is what we are going to be using to tap in. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this down here. All right, so for pile number one, I'm gonna go ahead and center that so it's just not, flopping around everywhere. I don't have to worry about it. All right, so the first deck we will be tapping into, this is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck. I believe you can purchase this on Amazon, and it's from Amanda Lovelace. So I thought it would be perfect for this pile. So let's go ahead and see what message comes through for pile number one. And we'll be using a stand. Okay. Let's see what message comes through for you. First card we have. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. So it says, all aboard, witch. It's time to write a new chapter. So some of you guys could be guided to move. You could be being led or moved towards a new direction. Maybe you just don't want to be where you've been living for the past few years, months, whether you're with a roommate, whether you're living with family, whether you're living on your own. Whatever the case may be, there's just something about the energy where you feel like you overstayed your time. Maybe you've outgrown it and it's time for you to start something new, okay? Some of you guys could also be having the itch to travel. Just grab your things, buy the ticket, book your flight, book the Airbnb, and just go. And you're no longer going to be afraid. Even if you go by yourself, you're starting to want to do things more independently. And that's great. Not a lot of people can do that. So also there is something, I'm hearing there's something waiting for you when you arrive to your destination, to this new destination, that's going to make you feel like, oh my God, I am so glad I did this and I didn't wait and procrastinate to get this done. So travel lightly, if that's ever a thing for women. We also have the King of Cups, which it is a woman here. It says, always compose yourself before giving a response. Okay, especially if you're trying to hold peace, have peace. There could be gossip. The bird coming to the window could be significant for there's maybe gossip happening. People could be trying to test your patience. People could be trying to, I guess, trigger you in a way where, I don't know, it's kind of like testing you to see if you will pass. I don't know how to put it, like, it's kind of like, let's see if you can handle the criticism. Let's see if you can handle the heat before we take you on this new endeavor, because you're going to be, I feel like you're going to be tested, like criticized. You're going to be, it's like a storm of, I don't want to say hate, but a storm of critics and negativity to see how well you handle it, because some of you might end up like becoming very like famous or in the public eye, and you're really gonna try to, the universe is really gonna have you like, I don't know, like hold your, like compose yourself, kind of like what do you call it, controlled chaos. Especially if you're somebody that pops off, especially if you are a water sign female and you have a lot of water in your chart. You know, my Cancers, you guys can, you don't let anybody tell you what to do. So sometimes you can be overly emotional. You know how to take criticism, but to a certain extent, it depends on how they say it to you. So you're trying very hard to keep the peace because you're trying not to like react in a negative way, and that's fine. And I feel like you're going to be put in a situation, in the most challenging, heated situation that you are going to handle with ease, and you might even shock yourself on how good you freaking go through it, like how good you handle it. You're gonna be like, damn, I really have evolved. So all right, let's see what else is connected to that. We are going to use, this is the deck I created. This is my Witchy Hollow Oracle, and you can find her in my Etsy shop. You can find the link down below in the description box. Okay, so let's see. What message do we have? Third party, to be continued. Oh, maybe you're trying to move on from a third party situation. Maybe you no longer want to work together in a vicinity where it's constantly like, I don't know, making you go against morals or your beliefs, or just you no longer want to be there. So that's why the Six of Swords was behind that. It feels like, because it says to be continued, it could mean that you're just taking a break from that. It could be a group setting where it's connected to two love interests. Maybe you're involved with someone that has someone. Maybe they're involved with you and you have someone. That's not for everyone. Or this just could have something to do with a group of people that you're trying to get away from, that's constantly gossiping or triggering you or challenging you, and you just need a break from all of that. We also have spiderweb clients and business growing. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Like, because it says to be continued, I feel like with your new attitude and whatever it is that you are being pushed to get better at, like the way you communicate with others, your attitude towards criticism or certain situations, you know, your customer service skills, it's actually going to earn you more respect, more clients, with the mix of sass, because you don't want to completely lose yourself in the fakeness of business or anything like that, putting on a mask just to please others. I feel like people are going to fall in love with how you handle things, but also being real and true to yourself and your beliefs, and telling it like it is in a sassy, humorous way where people are like, you know what? I would have been offended by that if it was told by somebody else, but you just made it fun. And I think that's what people love about you. That's what people are going to love about you. Especially if you are moving your business or moving away to study something and then coming back being a little baddie, okay? So, I feel like this break or this trip is going to help you out tremendously. And some of you guys are being guided to start over. Okay, and it's funny that it's the witchy section here, because the way you respond to people, the way that you act, the energy that you bring on to others. Like, a lot of people love to spy on you, watch you, gossip about you, because you carry this strong, powerful energy. So you always feel like you're under surveillance. You always feel like you're being watched. You always feel like you have to put on the best show, the best act, the best characteristics, etc. And that could put a lot of pressure onto you. And you're like, what, I'm tired of this. I have to find a way where there's a balance where I can be myself, but also be the best version of myself without like hitting rock bottom and telling people to just F off. You can tell them to do that in a very kind, professional way without them not, they could take it as they want to take it, in other words. So for some, this has a lot to do with business, okay? All right, so we are going to tap into my Witchy Way Oracle deck, which you could also find in my Etsy shop. This is one of my big creator decks. She's a lot bigger than the standard size tarot, as you could see here. Boom. She's big deck energy. So let's see what messages come through for this pile. And my candle seems to be, I cut the wick a little too short because I didn't want the flame to go crazy. There you go. It's cool now. I had to mix the wax around. Candle Science 101. Always trim the wicks of your candle, or else you're gonna have soot and black, soot everywhere, and it's like, no, you won't have a healthy candle. As you know, I make candles myself, so wow, you have a lot of cards that fell on the floor, but I am not going to take them because, first of all, let's get a few, maybe 2 of them, Spirit, 2, unless you demand more. All right, we have music heals. Okay, so music, tapping into that meditative state where when you tap into music, the sound frequencies, the bass, the instruments, the notes, the harmonies, the the oohs, the ahs, all that has healing energies. Believe me. So you could benefit from meditating or listening to certain sound frequencies, music, okay, to help heal you, especially if you need to de-stress, especially if you need to just woo-saw, get away from the noise. Here it says, no matter what you are feeling or going through, music and its beautiful sound waves will help heal and uplift your energy. Find the music that speaks to your soul and allow it to work its magic on you. You see that? Some of you guys could also be great singers where, singing is a form of cleansing your energy. Singing at the top of your lungs is a form of cleaning your aura and cleaning the energy around you, because your voice is so powerful. Like, the vibration can clear anything out that needs to go, the stagnant energy. Why do you think it's very powerful when the gospel sings? You don't need to be in church for you to sing like gospel. You can sing in your home by being, in a certain vibration. Words are spells. And imagine while you sing those words, high or low, whatever the case may be, how much powerful it is. Sometimes people do singing rituals. Okay, so let's see here. The Trail of Magic. I'll let you see that for a little bit. Okay, that's enough. I'm just kidding. It says, how are you impacting the world around you? Get creative and leave a trail of magic wherever you go. Leave your mark. And I find that funny because we did have the Six of Swords to be the beginning of the message here. So no matter where you go, leave a trail of your own unique magic. Okay? Residuals of you, residuals of your energy wherever you go, so people know you have been here. They can hear you, they can smell you, they can sense you, because your energy is so powerful. Like, others can use that to help them heal, and not to ride on your coattails or anything, but to like also motivate them to be at their best too. So no matter what, like, some people leave a trail of chaos and then they just disappear. Others leave a trail of healing energy, of magic, of just beautiful, uplifting positivity wherever they go. And you could have that type of energy with you. You can embody that, and that could sometimes, drain your energy at times because people are siphoning your energy, and therefore you're going to require a lot of pulling away or secluding yourself to recharge, and then you go back out and do it again. It's like a cycle, right? Just like when you eat or when you drink water, it's like you can only go so long before you have to like chug water or eat something before you die or else you start feeling dizzy. Just like energy, the energy works the same way. It's like, it's practice. So the more you know how to work your own energy, you know what works for you, you know what doesn't work for you, you know what recharges you, you know how to deal with it, in other words, to simplify it, then you will be golden. Then you can use that to your advantage to help heal others at the same time. It's also feeding you and recharging you. Pause for a sip as we talk about water. My little ghost cup. I can't wait till like the stores have the Halloween mugs out again. That's one thing I love to get, is like the mugs. My daughter is like, oh my God, do you need so many mugs? And I'm like, first of all, don't be judging me. Okay, so the last messages we're going to use are, of course, from my Mariah deck that I created. This is by What's the MC Tune. And you can also find her in my Etsy shop. She's like 2 decks in one because, MC has a lot of music. And MC has always been such a lifesaver for me growing up. Her music just, it speaks to you. She has songs for everything. And that's why music really does heal. So let's see what what songs come through to help you out. What message wants to speak to you from the fairy godmother queen herself. We got Cool on You. I believe this was one of her unreleased rarity songs. But this song is literally about her being just done and over certain people and situations, which is funny because, again, you had the 6 of Swords. Like, okay, I'm over it. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm cool on you. Like, I've learned my lesson. I know your vibration. I don't need to be here. I'm cool on you. I'm cool on it. I'm cool on everything. So you live and you learn and you move forward. And this is about you no longer giving your time and energy into things that will deplete you or make you feel some type of way. You're just like, nah, I'm not even going to feel bad about it. I'm cool on you. So, okay. Let's get another message. Irresistible. Okay. So, with the irresistible card here, I'm picking this up as an energy that you embody. Again, with your whole energy, the way people see you, you're just so irresistible. You could have a lot of haters, a lot of people that probably like, again, gossip and say crazy things to you or about you. They're triggering you, but they can't help but keep coming back and keeping eyes on you and wanting more of your energy, because again, your energy is irresistible and you can't help it. So you also have good and bad energies always attaching themselves to you, especially ones that you're like, I'm cool on you, but sometimes they don't get it. They just have to know what you're up to. They have to know what you're doing, especially exes or ex-frenemies or ex-coworkers. Like, you're really, really irresistible. Like, nobody can stay mad at you for too long. And if they do stay mad and hold grudges, it's usually because there's jealousy, but they still want to be connected. It's a weird energy to be in, but another thing that I'm picking up is there could be a love interest that you are trying to move away from, but they're just irresistible. They're constantly like triggering you and stuff. Yes, you're like, I'm cool on you. And I know you're irresistible, but I got to do me now. And because of that, it's like the energy is switched. Now they're like not able to resist your charms or your energies anymore. So you're constantly having to like tell them like, yay, you know, keep my boundaries are still there. As I say that, boundaries, we have obsessed. Why are you so obsessed with me? Like literally. Something's like turn the deck around, look at the bottom of the deck, and it's like boom, obsessed, you know. This could be about an ex. It's like totally obsessed with you. And because they're upset, I feel like they became obsessed the moment that you no longer want to give them your time and energy anymore. The moment you're like, I'm done with you, I'm over it, I'm cool on you, they're like, wait, what are you doing? What are you up to? Are you shopping? Let me go spy on you. Just like, are you following me? And they could spread rumors and, you know, say things about you, and you're like, we never even done that. Or why are you making stories up? Like, people will make up stories just to get a reaction from you. And I think that's why you're being like, I guess, not pushed, but you're being tested to a point where you're like, okay, are you going to handle this in a way where you're going to show them that you actually give a shit, or you're going to tell them I don't give a shit, but without having to say it, and just by doing your own thing and ignoring them? Because people hate when you ignore them, and they'll do things to get your attention, like, oh my god, somebody wants attention again, there they go talking, there they go being very obsessed, bringing up old things. And it doesn't always have to be like a love interest. A lot of times it just could be like people that are jealous of you, like women that are jealous of you. Listen, people, I'm so tongue-tied right now because there's a lot of downloads coming through and I'm trying to say it all at the same time and I can't. But, because I'm human, I'm not a robot. Anyways, nobody spies on you the hardest than an ex's ex. So whether it's your baby daddy, whether it's an ex that you guys, you know, were back and forth or whatever, their new girl or their ex will always spy on you. They will spy on you harder than they do. Like, they will know more about your life than the actual ex. Like, what? And you know what it is? It's because your confidence, your charm, your energy is what they love. They hate to admit it, but it's just something about you that they are feeding off of, that they're gaining confidence from you too. So see, you're doing spiritual work without you even realizing you're doing spiritual work. And yes, it can be draining. So do the best that you can do, and you got this. But just know, if you're being guided to travel and let certain things go and people go, it's okay. Because the more they curse you, the more they're blessing you, and the more clients and business they bring your way, period. All right? Okay. So, anyways, that was for pile number 1. I can't with this card. It cracks me up every single time. Like, why are you watching me? And she's like, I know I'm irresistible, but I'm cool on you, dude. I moved on. Why are you still talking? Why are you still here? Oh, I cannot. I love me some MC. I just saw her in Vegas for her concert. And it was exquisite. I loved it very much. And I will see her again one sweet day. Again. Anyways. Alright, so let me go ahead and put this aside. Ooh, this needs a new hair tie. This is getting old. Actually, I'm going to use this one. I use hair ties to hold my decks together because it's just the easiest thing ever. So readers out there, if you know, you know. Some people use bandanas, or not bandanas. Some people use rubber bands, but I don't know. Something about the rubber bands, I don't want to ruin my decks. So, okay, so that was for pile number 1. Yay, give a round of applause to Miss MC and her perfume bottle. This is her very first perfume bottle. It's called M, and it's so delicious. Brings back so many memories. All right, so pile number 2, the Luscious Pink and the Glamorized MC. So let's put her here. She's like, as if you can't sit with us type of vibe. All right. So we are going to start by using my Fairyland Oracle deck, which you can find in my Etsy shop, of course. She's very magical. So let's see what messages come through for you. Let's move this out of the way for now. So this one is embracing the moment, okay? Being in the now, manifesting through grace and just flowing with the vibration. Not worried about tomorrow. Look, nothing kills that vibe more than when you're feeling great and then you think about tomorrow or the future and it like literally kills the moment. Okay, so Spirit is letting you know, don't do that. Stop doing that to yourself. Stop sabotaging your own great energy when it comes. Embrace it. Enjoy it. Love it. Feel it out. Go with the flow. You know, we're not at tomorrow yet, and we're no longer in the past. So right now is what you should be focusing on. And if you feel great and you're no longer sad, don't make yourself sad because yesterday was sad. If you feel good today because you released already yesterday, then enjoy it. Embrace the moment, darling. Don't worry about tomorrow. It's not promised. Don't be a Debbie Downer. We also have being the light. And look at this beautiful pathway right here. Where can you find these beautiful moments? You create them, right? It says, leaving a trail for others, reminders of hope, and lighting the way and giving light. You could be somebody that does just that, okay? You could be somebody that is being guided to leave a trail of hope for others, especially if you know that it's going to help them out. Let's say, for example, you're like, okay, I'm feeling great today, and I'm going to set it up for others to know what it feels like to be in this energy because I'm going to leave this behind. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And you literally become a beacon of hope and light for others, especially because you know what it means and feels like to be in the dark or to feel very sad and depressed and just like not be in the moment, right? You've been there, done that. And because of that, it's like, okay, now you're learning to live in the moment, be in the moment. And because of those learning experiences, you're able to light a dark path for others to find themselves in the midst of the darkness. And you will be blessed because of it. A lot of people have the power to do that. And they're like, well, nobody's there for me, so screw everybody. Boom, whatever. And it's like, damn, tough crowd. You know, it's like, it's tough finding people that can humble themselves enough or be great enough to do that for other people, especially if you love to help others and you like to be the one that supports and be hope and bring the grace and be the light, then you are going to be given the opportunity to do just that. And I'm hearing because of that, you will be blessed tenfold. Yeah, a lot of people are like, well, no one did that for me, so blah, blah, blah. And you know what it feels like if people don't do it for you. And because of that, you're like, because I know what it feels like for others not to be there for you or for others to leave nothing for you to have hope on, and you do it all on your own, you create the magic so that others can find that trail, that path, and to let them know that, you know what? There is hope. There is good people out there. There is the light at the end of a dark path. And I think you're being called to do just that, whether it's through your family, with your family, coworkers, strangers, a love interest, whatever the case may be. Putting your best foot forward, not because you have to, but because you want to bless the next person that might be going through something really terrible, and you want to be the one that's like, I left that light there, I left that hope. And others, when they find it, they will bawl in tears and pray to the heavens, knowing there is great people in this world still. And that'll be just you. That'll be you. So, okay, so now we are, let's see here. Now we are going to pull. I was going to pull from this specific deck. Well, I guess I'm going to just stick to my guns. All right, I'm going to use the Color of Us Oracle deck. This is also by Moi, and you can find it in my Etsy shop. Oh no, we got toxic. We got toxic. Okay, wow. I didn't expect this to come through. And we have side chicks. Which is interesting, right? So why is this even here? What I'm picking up with the toxic card is maybe perhaps you have been in a place where it was toxic. And people don't want to be in a vicinity where it's toxic. I mean, toxic people like toxicity sometimes, whatever. But you could be somebody that's does great because you are a beacon of light. You know how to handle it. Some people don't know how to handle certain things and it creates more chaos. It's like with you, you perhaps are somebody that helps others, especially in relationships, especially if, let's say, maybe once upon a time you were a side chick and you were in this toxic energy and you no longer want to be there because you're like, I've been there, done that, and now I'm on a different path, and now I'm wise enough to help others to not want to be in that type of energy because look what freaking happens. So I feel like you're going to be helping others like see their worth, get themselves out of that energy, and say, hey, do you really want to be the side chick, or do you really want to be number 2 instead of number 1? Because that's like allowing the toxicity in your life to marinate and to flow and to just no. I feel like for you, if you're being guided to help others, you're going to prove to either a main woman or someone that's being cheated on there that there is like women out there that are rooting for other women, not trying to bring them down. Like, oh, well, this person tried to, or let's say your husband or future person tried to get at somebody and make them a side chick or whatever, and that person's like, well, no, sorry, I'm gonna go and tell this person, or I'm gonna tell it like it is, because we're not going to do that. So I feel like either you or somebody's going to work and speak on your behalf, or you're going to do it for them. And it's going